Second and 12 for Texas. Applewhite back in the pocket. Sets, looks, throws, passes. Picked off by Jeff Kelly. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kansas State. Applewhite threw it to number 8. And Kelly gets his first interception of his career.
Eric Hickson jump-started the Wildcat offense with 124 yards, including this 44-yard touchdown run on the opening drive.
They snap it back, handoff out of it to Eric Hickson. Hickson to the 40, still on his feet. Eric to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eric Hickson. A 44-yard dash, and the Wildcats draw first blood. They lead 6-0.
David Allen became the first player in NCAA history to return a punt for a touchdown in 3 consecutive games.
Allen drifting back, will pull it in at the 8. Allen up to the 10-yard line, gets by a couple of defenders, still on his feet to the 15, to the 20. Allen finally still on his feet, stumbling forward to the 30, to the 40, to midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Oh my goodness, what a run by David Allen, 92 yards. He almost went down not once, not twice, not 3 times, kept his balance and streaked down the sideline for 6 more for the Wildcats.
Like I usually do, I catch the ball and just try to take the ball upfield. And I caught the ball, and then I made first couple guys miss, and I was headed back this way, and I started going the other way, and then I was going back the other towards the sideline, and I almost fell. And as I fell, I was getting back up. I had to raise my helmet back up because my helmet had slipped, so I adjusted my helmet up and got to the sideline and just showed up the sideline from there.
Quarterback Michael Bishop connected with Darnell McDonald for 2 touchdown passes, as McDonald established a career high with 11 catches for 159 yards. The Longhorns would lose only 1 more game in 1998, but on this day, K-State burnt the Orange in all aspects of the game. In a dominating performance, the 5th-ranked Wildcats rout the Longhorns 48-7. K-State's next test came on the road against number 14 Colorado, where the Wildcats had not won since 1973. But this time, Folsom Field belonged to the Wildcats, who would tie a school record with their 13th consecutive victory. Points were hard to come by as 2 of the nation's top defensive units battled it out for 60 minutes. K-State got on the board first with this 30-yard field goal by Martin Gramatica, and then took a 10-0 halftime lead with this 2-yard run by Brian Goolsby.
Meisel in motion. They turn, hand it off to Goolsby. Rambles in for a touchdown for Kansas State. Brian Goolsby gets in there. It's his 7th career touchdown, 2nd this year.
The defense continued to blank Colorado through the first 3 quarters, and K-State added 2 more field goals from Martin Gramatica for a 16-0 lead. A couple of late Colorado scores made this one interesting, but the Wildcats would not be denied, winning their first game in Boulder in 25 years. 2 weeks earlier, OSU had nearly pulled off a stunning upset of Nebraska. ABC cameras rolled into Manhattan again, and what they saw was a dominating 52-20 K-State victory.
K-State 2 of 2 on 3rd down. Conversions have another one here. Pass is caught by Lockett, and he's going to go. 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kansas State. Lockett shook off the defender at the point of attack. 3rd and 5 from the Cowboy 46. Bishop at a shotgun, takes a snap, looking left. Now being flushed out, throws the ball downfield. Murphy's open. Murphy makes a catch, 20-yard line, 15, 10, cuts back 5. High steps into the end zone for a touchdown for Frank Murphy. His first touchdown as a Wildcat. It's a 46-yard pass reception from Michael Bishop. 3rd and 10, Bishop back in the pocket. Sets, looks, throws the ball down the field. Pass caught, Lockett, he's going to go again. 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kansas State, an 81-yard pass play from Bishop to Lockett, who again, after he made the catch, was all by himself.
The defense was paced by Jared Cooper. The hard-hitting safety led the Cats with 10 tackles and 1 interception in limiting OSU to less than 4 yards a snap. K-State moves to 6-0 and guns down the Cowboys 52-20. K-State scored on 8 of its 10 possessions as Eric Hickson became K-State's career rushing leader with 117 yards on 23 carries. A banged-up K-State defense played without starters Jeff Kelly, Travis Oakes, and Gerald Niesman, but still held Iowa State out of the end zone until midway through the final quarter. Freshman linebacker Ben Lieber, starting in Kelly's absence, led K-State with 10 tackles. K-State's winning streak reaches 15 as the Cats beat the Clones 52-7.
Wagner in a shotgun, twins back there with him, and twins to the near side. They snap it back to Wagner. Here comes K-State. He gets hit, spins away. Wagner running to the near side. K-State still tracks him down and sacks Wagner at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 11. Wagner in a shotgun, takes a snap, sets, looks, being rushed. Darren Howard grabs him. He squirts free, still running up the field, then gets sandwiched at the 21-yard line.
I was back. Somebody, man, had ran down the middle, so I was on there, man. Then I seen them scrambling, and I seen Jeff coming from one way and Travis coming from the other way. Then when I just seen them hit, it just shook me up inside. It was just a great play by both of those guys. And, I think that just set the tone. The rest of the game, we showed them that we were out hitting and things like that, and I just think they, that kind of maybe scared them a little bit.
I think I was in coverage, and I just remember looking at, I was like, oh no, here they go, and it was unbelievable, and you watch it on the replay over and over again, and it was a big time hit, and I'm sure something those guys will never forget.
Jay Alexander in their quarterback turns, hands it off to Bulls, hit in the backfield and brought down. Jeff Kelly and Jared Cooper there to bring down Bulls. Darren Davis only 18 yards a week ago. Alexander, a little bootleg. K-State hits him, and Darren Howard brings him down. Howard with a sack for K-State back at the 11-yard line. 3rd and 12. KU just 1 of 6 on third down conversions in the game. Alexander in the shotgun, high snap, had to go up to get it. K-State hits him and brings him down. Another sack for the Wildcats. In the shotgun this time on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. K-State in the blitz, flips it out in the flat, and it's picked off. Mark Semino reaches up and pulls it down at the KU 26-yard line. Cats with the ball right at the 10-yard line. One back, Goolsby behind Bishop. Quarterback draw by Michael. Squirts up to the 5. Michael Bishop leaps up and in for a touchdown. Late flag comes out as Bishop hurdles into the end zone. 2nd and short for the Cats at the Hawk 9. They hand it off to Hickson off the right side. Eric to the 5. Still fighting. Dive. Touchdown, Kansas State. Eric Hickson leaping out and stretching out for the touchdown for K-State. I formation. Bishop runs the option. Keeps it. Steps inside. 5. Touchdown, Kansas State. Michael Bishop skips on in there. That's his 2nd touchdown run of the ball game for the Wildcats, and they now lead 46-7. I formation, 1st down for the Cats at the Jayhawk 31. They hand it off to Marlon Charles off the left side. Charles cutting back inside, 25-20. Marlon down to the 15-10. Marlon to the 5. Touchdown, Kansas State. What a run by Marlon Charles. 31-yard blast down the near sideline, and K-State now tops the 50-point barrier.
The offense lit up the Jayhawks for 566 yards of total offense in delivering KU a 54-6 defeat, KU's worst loss in the history of the series. The win was K-State's 6th in a row over the Jayhawks, and K-State has now outscored KU 181-41 in the past 4 meetings.